Hey guys, and welcome to another Let's Play. This time we're going to be taking a look at Crow Country, which is a game that I've wanted to actually sit down and play to completion since it came out, which was only back in May of this year. It is a survival horror game. Quote, survival horror game. It has kind of an interesting aesthetic to it, which we will see as we start playing. It's sort of a throwback to 90s survival horror, and it does indeed take a lot of ideas from those games, but not in an offensive way. It actually handles the inspiration, I would say, pretty bloody well. And looking at screenshots and videos of this game, it doesn't look like much, but when you start playing it, there's something more here. There's something substantially more interesting here than it would first seem. So I say we take a look. Now we're going to go for a new game. I have been playing this a little bit. I've actually played a good chunk of this game through on my ROG Ally. It runs beautifully on that. And when this game first came out, I nearly completed it. But then I left it and I didn't go back to it for ages because I knew I was getting my Ally. And it's like, you know what, I'll just finish it on that. By the time that arrived, I'd forgotten where I was and what I was doing. So that's the story of that. So we are going to try and get the best rank we can get. This game does have a rank scoring system, and it's interesting because it doesn't go on time. So it doesn't matter how long it takes us to complete the game, even though from everything I've heard, it's not a very long game. There is a in-game hint system, which we will see, of which there are 10 hints available to the player. Now, to get the best rank, we can't use that system, which is fine. We have no intentions. There are 15 secrets in the game, and to get the best rank, we must get all 15 secrets, which we're certainly going to try and do. Now, the next thing is tricky. So we can only use a maximum of 10 healing items throughout the game. Now I think that could actually potentially be pretty tricky. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm not gonna promise an S rank on our first proper run through the game, but we're gonna try. And the last benchmark is we're not allowed to use extra lives, but if we go into the game system, extra lives are off as default. You can turn them on, you can turn them off. I kind of think they're pointless anyway. I guess they're a quality of life thing. I don't even know how they work. I assume if you die you just respawn, but I'll be honest with you, I've never died in this game. So I'm not sure, but we're going to leave them off and we're going to go new game. Now we have 3 modes of play in this game. This Murder of Crows, which is a harder difficulty, this was very recently added. When the game first dropped, you had exploration mode and survival horror. So in exploration, there are no enemies. It's the same game, but there are no enemies whatsoever. No bosses, nothing. You can freely explore, soak up the atmosphere, and you know, it might be easy to think, well, that sucks, but actually when you start playing this game, there's enough here where I think that might not be the worst option in the world. Then we have survival horror mode, which is the standard hard difficulty. Danger may be lurking around every corner. Well, yep, I mean that fits the bill there. And then of course we have Murder of Crows, hard mode. Resources are more limited, enemies are more aggressive. Now that's interesting saying resources are more limited. Because they're not limited in survival horror mode at all. So yeah, you'll see as we get through it. I definitely want to do Murder of Crows difficulty, but I don't know this game well enough yet to even attempt that. But there's an achievement for it, so I'm not saying we're necessarily going to do it on camera, but we're going to do it. Anyway, survival horror. Let's go to the theme park. Let's go. The sound design in this game is wonderful. Yes, dear viewer, this is set in the ripe year of 1990. If anyone asks, my name is Mara. Mara Forrest. Special Agent Forrest. That's me. Don't forget. Don't mess it up. So here is our character. The woman who is desperate to go to the theme park. I don't blame her. This isn't going to be your average run through the theme park. And here we have the game, guys. Now, the visual style for this is really bizarre. Alright. I would say this is a mix of like Final Fantasy VII and, you know, like the early CG PlayStation sort of CGI video game cinematics. It really is kind of odd. And you know what? I think it's odd in a good way. So we start off with a handgun with no bullets, kind of. We have a 9mm handgun. It's my trusty handgun. Simple and effective. Yeah, it certainly gets the job done. We have our police ID, Mara Forrest. Date of birth, January 12th, 1965. So, Mara would have been 25 in this game. And she's a firearms expert. Okay. Very obvious where they took the inspiration for this scene from. Now, we need to be very vigilant around here, because items are hidden kind of everywhere. And I do like those med kits. They kind of remind me of the med kits from Tomb Raider. Now, if we check the back of our car here, we would say the boot in the UK. But of course, this would be the trunk, because I'm assuming it's American. There is something stored in the back. It's my box of handgun ammo. Should I stock up? Yes. Now, what's interesting here is we can only take one load of ammo from the car at a time. There is an unlimited amount of it in there, but if we have ammo, I don't think, yeah, even if we have one bullet, Mara will say, oh, okay, so maybe, how many can we actually use here before she says she has enough? Okay, well, there we go. We're metagaming there a little bit. So I guess we can have up to 10 rounds. Anyway, looks like we're not the only person that's pulled up here in a car, but this car seems to be a little bit worse for wear. This is a really nice car, but it's covered in trash. I guess the owner doesn't care for it anymore. Yeah, maybe, Mara, maybe. L.E. Crow. It's locked. There's a silver keyhole. We're going to remember that for later. What happened here? Looks like we've got some blood on the floor. That's no good. Anyway, as basic as the graphics are, these areas are extremely detailed. And it's rather wonderful. No trespassing, huh? Well, we're going in. Nothing's going to stop us visiting the theme park. The music here is amazing. Alright, what do we got here? It's a pocket light. Looks like somebody dropped it. Ah, yes. Press X to use. Not super useful, at least from the parts that I've played, but, you know, it's better to have it. than not. It certainly is useful in certain scenes, but yeah. Anyway, let's keep exploring. It's a diagram of a video game controller. Well, isn't that lovely? Some child has quickly whipped those up for us. Well, we'll leave that for now. We also have trash cans, which we can search for items. From what I can understand, items are generated randomly, or if you need them. For instance, if we were really low on handgun bullets, it seems like you've got a good chance of getting them. But we got a medkit. We shall take that. There's nobody there. This place used to be fairly popular with the locals. And look at it now. Something must have happened. So there's a bottle containing an antidote. Because we can get poisoned. If you're wondering if antidotes count towards healing, yes they do. You can rotate the camera with R. So these are tips and tricks and blah, blah, blah. They're not super useful. They're just going to explain the controls to us. But I have a rough grasp on what we're doing. Anyway, guys, let's enter Crow Country. See what's going on around here. Well, it's certainly quiet, that's for sure. Let's search the trash can. A large med pack. That's a very rare drop from a trash can. We'll take it. So when shooting, your bullets will do more damage if you're closer to the enemy. So attempting to shoot enemies from far away will use your ammo supplies more quickly. Yeah, but that's a risk versus reward sort of situation to be in. Because the closer enemies get, the more likely they are to damage you. Alright, let's go check out the shitter. Evening! Anyone in here? No, we do have this. It's a laser sight for a handgun. Who left this lying around? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll take it. What else have we got here, Mara? We have a box of handgun ammo. We'll have that. It's a sink. The faucet is running. When I was a kid, I didn't know what a faucet was because that's not what we call them here. We call it a tap. Agent Mara Forrest saves the day once again. Yeah, you do. You're one of the good ones. So, Megabyte Magazine tips and tricks. Vending machines and trash cans may provide you with supplies if you're running low. You can also get handgun ammo from the trunk of your car. But yeah, you have to be low before it will allow you to take more. Alright, Mara, what we got in here? Something's blocking it. Well, that's no good. It looks like somebody's making an awful lot of noise in there as well. Well, whatever. Beyond Magazine, August 1989. Strange sightings at abandoned theme park. Aspiring paranormal photographer Arthur Mole sent a Polaroid he took whilst exploring the abandoned amusement park, Crow Country. Could this thing possibly be real, or is it just another hoax? Here at Beyond Magazine, we're not convinced. Try a little harder next time, Arthur. Well... maybe he's onto something. Maybe he's not. It's a toilet. There's something in here, but I can't get at it. It's blocked by a pile of old bones. Why is there a pile of old bones in the toilet? Maybe we shouldn't ask such questions. I don't need to go right now, thankfully. Well, I think we're going to be kind of okay in here, to be honest, Mara. Maybe. Anywho, let's keep exploring this park. Now these we can shoot and they will send out a shockwave of electricity. Very handy. Some more handgun rounds. Now we can't keep picking up ammo in unlimited supplies. Ammo only stacks in up to like packs of 40, I believe. Excuse me whilst I cough my guts up. UFO tour. 1988. It's empty. Did somebody lose it? Maybe. Maybe they did. It's locked. There's a bronze keyhole. So we know we need to find a bronze key. And that's locked from the other side. Red barrels. Also, red barrels go boom, as you would imagine. Now, these crates will have items inside if you're lucky. Not guaranteed. There could be nothing. But we've got an antidote. You can only hold 5 of those. Now, as I said earlier, this game has a tip system or hint system. And as you can see above it, it says 10, which means it's still got 10 hints that it can give us. But using those will drop your rank down. The music here kind of reminds me of Signalis just a little bit. And that's not a bad thing. These glass jars here with the red tops. Now, they're very similar to the wooden boxes. You can shoot them and you can get items. But unlike the boxes, you can see what they've got inside them before you shoot. So it looks like we're not going that way. There's a hole for something to be inserted. Yeah, we're not going there. We're going to leave that then. Okay, cool. Ooh, who left these here? A box of shotgun shells. Don't mind if I do. And another medkit. Man, this game is throwing supplies at us, isn't it? Well, oh, there's another antidote there that I've never found before. Very nice. Ooh, almost. Now, these here, these traps on the floor, they will hurt us. And unlike Resident Evil 4, to my knowledge, you can't use them against the enemy. They will hurt us and only us. Hello, Mr. Crow. I'm looking for your boss. Do you know where he is? It's a big crow. Well, if he does know where he is, he ain't talking. I can respect that. Another medkit. Now, unfortunately, we can only hold like 5 medkits. Sometimes you're just going to get a soda can, and that's fine. That's trash. You can't do anything with that. This wooden panel looks a little different. It's a switch. Can be pressed. Oh, looks like we've opened up some controls. Crow turntable. Oh, I guess we can turn the crow round. There's a large empty slot in the back. Well, I don't think there's much we can do with that right now. What a shame. There's something wrong with the ventilation in the ferry pond area. We think something might have crawled into the pipe and died. Don't run the ventilator, and if you do, hold your breath. Seriously. Okay? Fine. I admit it. I dropped the bronze key into the ferry pond. It was an accident. It wouldn't be such a problem if we made a spare. True. Should always have spare keys. I found that out at work the other day when the new guy lost all of my keys and I had to replace them. You can quickly defeat enemies by exploding the red barrels. Similarly useful are the blue electric generators found on some walls. Yeah, so from what I know, like these red barrels, once you've used them, that's it. They're gone. Whereas the generators, I do believe, regenerate after X amount of time. So we can kick the soda machine. Nothing. We can keep kicking it. And I think if you kick it 10 times, this is 3... we can actually get a grenade out of it. 4. Yep, that's right. We get grenades in this game. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. There we go. Yeah, so that actually is a reliable thing. Off camera, I'm going to check, see if it's every time you kick it 10 times. Or is it just once per vending machine, or just once in total? I'm not 100% sure. Grenades are very powerful. Humanoid enemies will take more damage if you get a headshot. A headshot also has a chance of decapitating some enemies. Yeah, it does. Alright. Let's get around the corner here. See, that one had nothing in it. Alright, this looks quiet. Let's check the trash. Oh, grenade. Who's put grenades in? Well, we are in America, I suppose. Another med kit. Now, there are some tactics to using some of the med kits as well. but we shall kind of explain that when we get into it. Some more shotgun shells. Won't be getting the shotgun for a hot minute, so, but we're going to grab them. Looks like a grenade in that bottle as well, but we'll take it. You can see how quickly our handgun ammo can run dry just from clearing the way around us. Go up the set of stairs. The Atlanta Globe, May 1986. Crow Country theme park, opening soon. Cancel your weekend plans with the in-laws and grab your sunglasses. A brand new theme park is opening just a few miles southeast of Atlanta. Explore Fairy Tale Town, Haunted Hilltop, and the Ocean Kingdom at Crow Country, which promises a day full of fun and adventure for the whole family. The park is owned by one Mr. Edward Crow, a lifelong Atlanta local and landowner. Yes, that's right. It appears he named the park after himself. Not much is known about Mr. Crow, other than vague, unsubstantiated reports that he's exceptionally wealthy. Nonetheless, we look forward to seeing what Crow Country has to offer when it opens its gates this summer. Okay. And when was that written? So the park only opened in 1986, on my birthday. Although I wasn't born in May, but that was my birth year at least. If a swan breaks down, just take the egg out of its wheel system. Doing so disables the radio signal and locks the wheel until you can get a mechanic out to fix it. Alright, eggs. Swans. Doesn't turn. There's a strange mechanical swan head. Need to put something in its mouth. Well, we don't have anything to put in its mouth, so we're not going to be doing anything yet. It's a box of shotgun shells. Very nice. Now, you'll notice that we've picked up 3 boxes of shotgun shells, but we only actually have 6 shotgun shells. What's that? You only get 2 shotgun shells in a box. That's right. That is indeed right. Oh, it's been broken. I wouldn't know how to repair it. Neither would I. So the eggs are going missing. I think the kids are stealing them, then. Luckily, it turns out you can use anything, as long as it's about the right size and shape. It's weird. I'd assumed that the eggs were magnetic or something, but apparently not. Alright, well, not going to worry about that then. So, we obviously need to come back there later. But for what? There's also 2106 written down. Okay, think it's written in blood. Is it a code for something? Well, that would be my guess. But I guess we can't use it just yet. Alright, let's keep going. Who's this mushroom fella? It's a giant mushroom. He doesn't look very happy. Is this a door? I can't see a way to open it. Oh, we'll open it, don't you worry. And there's a fairy. What looks like a code next to her. I think it's broken. Oof. Okay. Evening there, chap. What's going on with you? Sir, what happened here? What? Who? My name is Mara Forrest. I'm here to help. They attacked me. All I wanted was proof. What's your name? Arthur Mole. Oh, we've read about you. I just needed a clearer photo. A photo of what? Who attacked you, Arthur? Those things. I don't know. Those people. They saw me and... Alright, stay calm. You're bleeding quite badly. I should help him. Alright. What did you say your name was? Mara. Come on. I think we should take a look at your leg. I can't leave him here like this. Right, well, let's give him a med kit. We already have maximum of 5 anyway. There we go. Thanks. I still feel kind of bad. Come on, let's move you somewhere safe. You don't look too heavy. I should move Arthur somewhere safe. Alright, well, we have just the place. So we've bundled Arthur into our car. He'll be safe there for now. No problem, Maria. Maria? That's not your name. Mara. Yeah, we'll leave him there for now. Okay, so we've got some more bullets here. We'll take those. What's in the bin? A soda can. We don't need soda cans. If you're wondering if there's any use for these soda cans and things, as far as I know, there isn't. The quickest way to Tolman's office is through the ferry pond area, right? The problem is, I forgot how to get the stupid tree fairy to move out the way. I guess I need a code for the keypad. And then what? I'm sure it was written down somewhere. Maybe in Crow's Lounge. Yes, maybe. What do we have here? Tree Lady. 3184. 3184 for the Tree Lady, eh? Well, let's give it a go. 3184. No. I think I remember you have to talk to her. There was some kind of phrase you had to say, but I don't remember what it was, though. Alright, well, we'll leave her for now, because we don't know actually what to say to her. No problemo. That's fine. There's a large med kit here. Now, the thing with large med kits is they count as 2 heals, because they're a med kit and they're an antidote. So, be warned. It's a page from a magazine. Read the staff memo posted on walls around Crow country. In every save room, there is a book containing all of the staff memos you've read so far. Okay. Humanoid enemies will take... Yeah, we know that. Humanoid enemies take more damage if you shoot them in the face. When shooting, your bullets do more damage. Yeah. I'm not allowed to smoke. I don't know why Mara says she's not allowed to smoke. She's a fully grown adult. But whatever, I guess. Let's keep exploring out here. Anyway, Cosmic Future. Coming summer 1990. Cosmic Future. Yep, and then Mara's just saying it should have opened this year, but obviously the park shut down, so it never happened. Here at Crow Country, we can't wait to share our optimistic vision of the future with you. Douglas Pike, Park Operations. Alright. It's full of trash. Just an apple core. God damn it. If you're looking for the machine chain, one of the swan boat people took it to fix a broken swan. I told them not to take it, and they took it anyway. You can't reason with swan boat people. Yeah, sadly so. I guess. So that's why we need to go into the swan boat area, I suppose. We need to find ourselves a chain. For something. Hey Ed, want some good news? I finally found a good site for our gold mine. It's in Para, northern Brazil. Just like we wanted, there's a disused mine there. The locals gave up on it years ago. It's still in decent shape, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it looking the part. Gold mine. There's a hole. Looks like it was done with wire cutters. I think this is how Arthur got in. Seems like he cut himself on the fence. Okay. Well, anything in the vending machine? No. So, interesting. Gold mines? Rich guy? Park shut down? Something must have happened here. Anyway, let's keep exploring for now. Oh, evening. Looks like we found the locals. And they're none too happy to see us. There's one down. Oof, 2 down. That was some pretty good shooting. Ugh. The smell is so bad. It's like an infected wound. I feel bad killing it. But I feel bad leaving it alive too. That's not good. Lose-lose situation. Alright, well there's a couple of ghouls dispatched. There's a note taped to the lid. Shipped to Marvin Trumbull. In Brazil. Okay. Content. Samples of geological interest. It's full of rocks. Each one is embedded with pieces of shiny metal. Is this a crate full of gold ore? Gold ore? What the hell is going on in this theme park, honestly? The fire marshal was here this morning. She said the following rooms are due for inspection. Now, this is actually quite a juicy clue. This kind of tells you in a very rough, sneaky way of how you're supposed to go through the game. So Crow's Lounge to the model railway, then utility corridor, then submarine. You get it. She also said we need to replace the Ocean Kingdom storeroom door. So I didn't realize that when I played it the first time, but yeah. Can I ask why the dig site access is that cute little house? Don't you think there's a chance that some kid would want to go looking in there? At the very least, let's keep it locked via the keyhole on the mailbox. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good idea to keep it locked. You don't want kids getting accidents and getting into trouble in your theme park, do you? I'm not a delivery truck, so I can't go through here. Alright, I take your word for that, Mara. Is there something inside the vent? Well, maybe. That's a problem for later. Okay, so now we've found our first save room of the game. So we have a med kit, which we're going to thoroughly enjoy. It's a bookshelf. Minding Your Own Business. Economics of the Mining Industry. Joseph J. Carden. Remember to get into the fairy pond area. Say this out loud to the fairy. Hear me, O great fairy of the fairest forest. It's pretty sensitive. It won't work if you have an accent. Sorry, Diego. Fairy? The one in the tree in the fairy tale town? Couldn't hurt to try. Alright, that's what we shall do. It's a magazine. It's a collection of video game tips. So all of the video game tips in the magazine that we find in the game will be in there. We have our antidote. All That Glitters, a history of the 1848 gold rush. Stephen E. Cook. And we have a map. Shows the surrounding area. So we finally have a map. Now, this isn't the best map in the world. It tells you the area you're in, but it doesn't really tell you the direction and that kind of stuff. But it will highlight locked doors, open doors, and puzzles that we need to do. State Court, Central Avenue, Atlanta. Legal summons. Dear Mr. Crow. And there is the door. Alright, and we're back. So, I am writing to you in relation to the incident which occurred within your theme park in July of 1988. As you know, a 15-year-old girl by the name of Eileen Marshall was injured. The incident occurred within your premises and within working hours. As such, the Marshall family is holding you personally responsible. Oh my. Your presence is required in court. We expect to hear from you immediately. Sincerely, G. Williams, State Court. Well, that's not good. That might explain what's happened around here. Alright, well, let's grab this small tank of gasoline. We also have a collection of staff memos, so all the memos that we've picked up so far will be there. We have an ashtray. And what have we got here? If you're using the D-pad, which is the tank controls, you can perform a quick turn by B and down. But if you're using the analog stick, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Okay, so let's save it. We've actually been going for half an hour. Haven't done a half an hour video for ages, but you know, it's fine. I'm enjoying this game. Now the save locations in this game, instead of typewriters, it's fires. Pretty much every fire I have found has been a save location. It's a fireplace. The fire is crackling softly. Staring into the flames, I feel something. It's a curious mixture of hope and dread. Maybe everything will be okay, and maybe it won't. And I'm going to leave you there, guys. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of Crow Country, which is a bizarrely awesome game that I have fallen thoroughly for. This is like the 4th time I've started playing it. I haven't actually completed it yet due to reasons, but I hope way before this series is wrapped up I will have completed it, maybe once or twice. But yeah, I'm having an absolute blast with this game, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the ride with me. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.